going harder than welcome to Dallas, we lost some legends. Welcome to Dallas, we're hood, you reppin', be careful. You know the rest, be steady. Welcome to Dallas.
Hola, ¿cómo estás? Estoy contento. That's right. Welcome back to another episode of the Poofy Man podcast. So, we're just going to jump right into this. This one could get a little sticky, but again, just things that have to be said and have to be assessed. So, recently, over July 4th, there were videos that went all over the place, that went viral, that just took off. And of this group of white supremacists that go by the Patriot Front, who had decided to amass, a large number of people masked up in uniform, kind of in some type of organized regalia matching, and they decided to march down or ride the metro together and then demonstrate in unison some type of military kind of exercises or whatever on Capitol Hill, and waving Confederate flags and American flags upside down, and apparently that they are defined by the Defamation League as being a considerable threat. That may be. I mean, I'm not defending them at all. Obviously, just dumb people that espouse dumb ideas. That being said, though, there are, among the videos, there's also multiple pictures that have come out and have been heralded as being representative of this terrible injustice that's sweeping over American society and, turning civilians into innocent bystanders victimized by this blatant disrespect and intolerance for one another. They'll probably win the Pulitzer Prize just by the media's reaction alone and the way that they're kind of carrying the story through the pictures that were taken at the time. And these pictures were taken specifically on the DC Metro while this Patriot Front group was, en route to Capitol Hill. And in this photo, which I'll put up, you'll see one black woman who's sitting there, young black woman who's sitting there, and then there's, a car filled with these fucking weird white masked, sunglasses idiots on the train. Now, divorce yourself from the, really try in your heart to divorce yourself of the implied intentions here. And just look at the photo as if you're looking at it as a relic of the past, okay? There's a reason for this. From the future, looking at it, and you're supposed to arrive at some conclusion, general conclusion about what America was like in 2026. Well, I'll be honest with you, I don't see anything going on, actually. I see the young black woman who seems to be sitting there sort of almost oblivious maybe to what's going on. She doesn't seem particularly moved by anything. And unilaterally, just across the board, you look at what these white supremacists, Patriot Front guys are doing, and they seem to be sort of oblivious to the fact she's there. There's no one is specifically harassing her. There's no reports of anyone saying anything to her verbally that can't be caught on camera in a picture. There's not even a acknowledgement that she's really on the bus. There's one guy sitting next to her who's literally got his like hands in his lap like a fucking putz, like politely turned away from her. So what I see at a first glance is like how boring and how annoying the DC Metro ride might be as a future citizen of the US. And then if I like read the plaque, I'd be like, well, I guess, geez, America sure was tolerant of one another's respective beliefs, despite the fact they were inherently hateful, I guess. That's what I see. I almost see like a general tolerance for your right to exercise your protest. I get to exercise your voice in protest or demonstration, I suppose. The black woman doesn't seem to be affected one way or the other. She might seem a little annoyed, and it might even be just because the guy's sitting a little close to her, and maybe she thought she'd be on the bus by herself. And the other guys are just standing there. A couple of them are just holding onto the pole. They're not really menacing or anything. Not to say that their beliefs aren't bad. I'm not justifying that. I'm just saying that as far as this picture goes, it doesn't capture anything particularly jarring to me. And I know, look, in your heart and in your mind, you don't have to comment that, but be honest with yourself and just look at the picture and go, is she really terrified? Like, doesn't look scared. It's not scary. It's not scared at all. There's another photo, too, of what looks to be maybe a Pakistani or Middle Eastern man, or maybe Asian. I can't really tell from the picture. It's not that I'm, like, being, obtuse. I just can't really tell from the photo, but it's the same ride. It's the same metro ride. It's just another passenger who happens to be, it looks like an elderly Asian man, perhaps, of Asian, descent, who similarly is just sort of looks kind of like an annoyed metro rider. I don't know if you've ever been to DC. It's sort of annoying being on the metro. It's kind of dirty, it's kind of unpredictable, and it's just kind of a lot of stops. It's like, he's not in pain, he's not being harassed or physically assaulted, doesn't seem to be verbally assaulted. I mean, again, it's just a picture, but I'm just not sure if I guess what I'm saying is I'm not sure if these pictures are the right pictures to use as like to encapsulate our society. And they'll win the Pulitzer. I think they'll probably win the Pulitzer. The Pulitzer Prize is the highest honor the nation offers for a photographer who can capture the most compelling moment or the most relevant issue of the time in one snap. And just for like comparison, I'm gonna put up another set of Pulitzer of past Pulitzer Prize winners. Forgive me, I don't know the photographer's name or anything, but I know that they're iconic pictures that you've undoubtedly seen. One is from the Vietnam War, like the height of the Vietnam War, and it depicts a North Vietnamese sergeant or lieutenant military commander executing a ARVN South Vietnamese soldier in broad daylight in the middle of the street of, Hue City, perhaps. I believe it's Hue City. Could be wrong, but that's what I believe it is. Hue City, after Hue City, the Battle of Hue City, and or before it. And what you see is a completely psychopathic man just flat out blowing someone's head off. I don't know how else to say that, executing him. What you don't see, though, of course, is like the blood and guts on the other side. It's literally the exact moment, the last moment on Earth for this man. And it pretty much encapsulates the attitude of the Vietnam War and the way that the people had gotten so, it was animalistic, barbaric. Another one, of course, is monks in Tibet immolating themselves in protest of, I think it was the British subjugation of their people before independence, something Gandhi fought for. And I'm just using these for comparison because when you see them, your mind and your heart know the drastic difference. Like, the margin of difference in contrast is so huge. Not artistically, I'm just saying, like, the depravity of the photo. It's very unique, and it encapsulates an entire era of time. You know, one could look back and see and understand it. These pictures I'm just confused by. So, again, not justifying it. I just want to bring it to light and want to ask if anyone else feels the same. Drop your comments below. Let me know how you feel about it. Until next time, this is Poofy Man, signing off.
Welcome to Dallas, the home of the killers. Welcome to Dallas, sharks and gorillas. The girls, they going harder than Welcome to Dallas, we lost some legends. Welcome to Dallas, what hood you reppin', be careful. You know the rest be steady.